Dan Miller, I'm so happy that you are here with us. We had a
I'm not there. I'm here.
it feels in this day and age right now, it feels like you're right here.
Don't
Isn't it
touch.
great that we have Zoom?
Don't touch your face.
Everybody, I want you to meet Dan Miller. We were not able to go live simultaneously, but that's okay because when things aren't going as planned, you make another plan, right? That's what you do. This is my good friend, Dan Miller. He's an amazing guy. We actually met formally late last year and he really changed things for my health and my family's health. And I wanted you to meet him today and we wanted to talk about health and wellness. But first, let me tell you how amazing this man is before we get started, because this is important. This is how relevant Dan Miller is. He has presented all over the world as a health and wellness expert. He has shown executives everywhere how to upgrade their fitness. And in fact, he is part of the Vistage Network, which is an executive network in corporations. And he's been doing this for, I believe, almost 6 years. And he's shown people how to remember to work with our biology, work with the environment, and work how nature intended us to live our lives. And it's very fresh. In fact, I took my family through a 28-day challenge with Dan last year, and the results were amazing. My husband lost 20 pounds during the challenge. I lost 10 pounds of weight that was really stubborn after menopause. And my kids, they kicked the sugar habit, which that was amazing in itself. I never thought that would happen, and it happened. Energy, clear skin, I just could go on and on. In just 28 days, that's a very short amount of time, and I knew that we could do it because it was only 28 days. Anybody can do something for 28 days, right? Right. So he is not only this mega expert for health and wellness, but more importantly, he is a dad of 2 boys. I love our dads and out there in our families, and I wanted to point that out. And just to tap into a little bit of craziness of Dan, he actually holds a world's record for staying on a treadmill nonstop for a crazy amount of hours. How many hours? 48 hours?
Yeah, it was a distance record in 48 hours.
Yeah, so right there, you're working on a different level than most people. That's so impressive.
It's just that we couldn't find the off button, Joelle, and I'm not.
And he's highly entertaining. Anyway, I want to introduce my good friend, Dan Miller. Thank you so much for just taking time out of your crazy schedule. Even with quarantine, this man is busy reaching out to people online now.
Yeah,
So thank you.
you can't stop this. You can't stop sharing this message. So all of my stuff is virtual now, and I'm doing way more than I was when I was traveling.
Yeah, it's a new kind of normal, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want it to be new kind of normal though, because I mean, Joelle, when we look at what we are and what maybe your listeners haven't heard this before, we're animals. We haven't always lived in buildings. This is all really new to our species. It's so new that we can just go back 3 generations. It's 3 generations new. So our programming isn't ready to be living in boxes all day long. The problem we're facing now in society is we further isolated animals into even smaller boxes and not allowed them to leave. And the problem with that, think about this logically in your head for just a second. Instead of put the Cheetos and the Doritos down, turn Netflix off, and think, what's the worst thing you can do to a prisoner?
Isolation.
It's isolation. And what did we just do with 350 million people in this country and all of our friends in Canada and all over the world? We are telling people, stay home, don't leave your house. That's going to cause some severe problems. Just give it a couple months to catch up.
Yeah, but Dan, we have to do that so that we don't spread the disease. What are we supposed to do?
What disease are we spreading? What is, look, I get it, you guys. I'm not dumb. All right. I've seen all of it. I've seen the research. I've been on conference calls with the guys at Johns Hopkins. I've listened to the folks in infectious disease from around the world, but I also listen to the scientists that say, we're going about this all wrong. We should be isolating those that are in severe risk of being infected. And the rest of us should be continuing about staying healthy and doing our part not to infect those that have severe compromises. That's the true way to go about this, because what we've forgotten is the reason so many people are having problems with this virus is that they're already unhealthy. And well, why don't we just get healthy? If you're going to be isolated for a couple months, why don't you use that 2 months to redesign your life? Redesign your life for health and abundance instead of redesigning your life and, oh, I'm going to gain the COVID-15. Have you heard this out there now?
Yes, I heard that this morning.
People are bragging about the weight they're going to gain and how unhealthy they're going to come away from this because they're isolated in their homes. They forgot it's stay home, not stay indoors. Your backyard is still open, damn it. Sunlight is necessary for you to make vitamin D, and that vitamin D is one of the most powerful immune boosters known to man, and it's free. Just go outside. And we all just are like, let's just pile up on snacks and liquor and watch Netflix nonstop. And who cares, right? I can still get paid. Some people are still getting paid through this. Some people still have jobs at home, but we're doing things wrong. The whole society is celebrating alcohol and lethargy instead of going, this is my opportunity to reduce stress, to breathe, because I don't have to travel. Do you know how many people in the LA area aren't commuting right now?
Yes.
How many? That's awesome. For some people, that's 2 hours one way.
Yeah.
They just gained 4 hours a day of their life back, and they're going to waste it drinking and watching the big blue box. I have a huge problem with this. You can go that way. That's your life. Do your thing. I get it, right? Because this is stressful. Or we go the other way. We go, I'm home with my family. Oh my God, this is amazing because I'm home with my family and I never get to see these people because I'm always in somebody else's box working at their job, doing what they tell me, and now I can do that from home. And this is your opportunity with all this extra time to do something for yourself so that the next round of this, trust me, it's coming back in the fall. Don't be mistaken, this will come back in the fall. The next round of this, you are supremely healthy. Are you going to do that? Which one are you going to be in? Because the effort is the same. It's what are you doing with that time now? Are you outside or are you isolated in your own little box just eating snacks and drinking? Which one? Because that's not going to eliminate the stress, folks. That's going to make it so that you don't feel the thing that will catch up to you when you come out of that little stupor that you're in. It's not doing anything other than trying to dull that voice in your head that says this is stressful. This is not stressful unless you're the guy that owns the dry cleaning shop that had to close his business yesterday because his dry cleaner shuts down because nobody's allowed to leave their house. Unless you're the server or the bartender who, how do you file for unemployment when you're a server? How do you make up for the tips? How do you get any of that back? And now you're facing bankruptcy and you can't buy food because you have no income whatsoever. That's going to put those people in a very, very special situation. Those folks still need to do something, though. You don't just sit there and drink it away. We have an opportunity to increase our health. We have an opportunity to increase the abundance that we face in life with our families around us, and we're not using it. The people I see, most of the people online, are not doing that. Now, I have some groups I've been working with that are doing it, and they're amazing. Most aren't, and that's sad to me.
Yeah, it's the stress thing. How can I?
Stress isn't real.
It's usually in a form of a dozen cookies.
Your reaction to these things is causing stress in your body. The stress does not exist. The stress is not real. You are causing it because of your reaction. Change your reaction, change your reality, and then the stress goes away. That stress is caused by you, not by the thing outside of you. You are not a victim. You're doing this to yourself. Just like I'm not a victim of anything that comes at me because I can control my reaction. Mm-hmm. So we got to get our mentality straight first. I'm healthy. I'm amazing. That's my mentality every single day. That needs to be your mentality when you wake up. I'm healthy. I'm amazing. Well, what would a healthy person do today? What would an amazing person do when they react to what's going on in society? Would I bitch and complain and whine and just, fuck it. I'm just going to do nothing. Yep, that's right. I swear. Let's deal with it. Okay? Are you going to face it like that? Or would a healthy and amazing person go, who can I help today? How can I get this body super fit before I do anything else today? Should I shower? Yeah, probably, just like a normal human does on a regular basis. Do the things that a healthy, amazing person would do, but make that shift in your head first. And
that shift is so important. Thank you for bringing that up. What are the top things? Okay, I'm going to make a shift, Dan.
Yeah.
What are the top things that I should concentrate on in this quarantine environment?
So, well, Joelle, you're going to do a challenge with some of the folks watching. So I'm going to say join Joelle's challenge, but Joelle's challenge is easy. And it's not easy to execute. If it was easy to execute, we wouldn't have a problem in this country with health. It's easy once you're in it because doing the actions aren't that hard. The problem is nobody wants to shift their mentality because they think, to be healthy, you have to be in the gym all the time and you have to eat leaves every day. Guys, I don't eat salads and the gyms are all closed and I'm still healthy and I'm still awesome every day when I wake up. So we don't get this thing out of your head that's like healthy is hard. Healthy is going to be different. It really is. But once you're in it, it's easy. It really is. You just have to change the head first. The mind shifts first. So here are some things. I'm going to give you some free tips right now that you can do. Move your damn body every day like you're out going to get your food. And I don't mean driving to go to Burger King to get your food. I mean walking and moving and doing yoga and playing catch outside with your kids. Your backyard's not closed. It's not. Stay away from the neighbors, social isolation, distancing, whatever we're calling it, fine. But your backyard's not closed. That sun is necessary. That movement is necessary. Go be a kid again. This is your opportunity to play. Play. Do something awesome. Movement is one of the top things you can do right now, and you have tons of time to do it. That's number one. Number two, go to sleep. It's still free, costs nothing. A lot of you guys don't have to wake up at 5:30 to commute anymore, and your kids are not at school. Sleep in. Get your 8 hours of sleep. The number one free immune booster we know of right now, and it's been this way since forever, is going to bed. What sleep does for your immune system cannot be purchased. You can't put a pill in and then not sleep. Sleep is the most important thing you can do right now.
And it's free.
And it costs nothing. And so does the movement. The movement costs nothing. Nothing. Drink a bunch of water. How about you put water in there instead of all that wine? How about you just think about that for a second and you just, okay, I'm going to drink a lot of water and a tiny bit of wine instead of a lot of wine and a little bit of water. Not made of wine, and you don't do that well at separating those two things. So water, water, water. That's also free. Costs you nothing. So movement, sleep, water, and then pay attention to the food you're eating. God, I see. Okay, you go to the grocery store, right? And I don't know if it's still this way where you're at, Joelle, but the last time I was in Venice Beach, Whole Foods was ridiculous. But not over in the fruits and veggies section. The only thing that was gone there are the potatoes because people think these are going to last longer.
Yeah.
They're not going to stop you from buying food, folks. Get the fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, meat, clean meat. You can eat plants and animals, single ingredient foods into your body most of the day, and then on occasion feast. But the things that are gone at the grocery store are the chips and the sodas and the alcohol and
toilet paper.
And what the fuck is that all about, you guys? I don't even understand that. Do none of you own a shower? If you run out of toilet paper, there's other options. You live here in America. What is the toilet paper thing about? It makes no sense to me. And how come everyone I know says that, but yet the toilet paper's all gone? Like that doesn't even make it. It doesn't even compute to me. Are you guys all eating at Taco Bell every day that you need that much toilet paper? Yeah, that was a dig on you, Taco Bell. Seriously.
So Dan, you've mentioned some great things, some food and hydration and sleep and all those things we can do now. One amazing thing that I'm hearing right now with everyone coming home and being quarantined is dads are home, moms are home, kids are home.
Yeah.
Even though we're not in a larger tribe, but we're bringing our nucleus tribe back home, and there's so many great things that you can do at home right now and have influence on each other, and that has just been like magic to see when I see people playing board games and people walking outside together. I've seen neighbors that I haven't seen since living at my house where I am right now, and it warms my heart to see all this togetherness. I'm hoping that this quarantine, on the other side of the quarantine, that we keep those habits, those tribal habits that we've been sorely missing. But so thank you for bringing all those things up.
Yeah, guys, Joelle just mentioned a very important point. If you have kids that are younger than 5, do you know what they're going to remember about this spring? They're going to remember that mom and dad were home. They're not going to remember that some people thought masks in public were doing anything for them. They're not going to remember the fact that all the restaurants were closed down unless you go to Chuck E. Cheese every day. They're going to remember mom and dad were home. Yeah. And we got to be a family again. Because none of you watching this, I guarantee none of you watching this, beg to leave your family every day to go work at a job you don't like. I've seen the national statistics. None of you want to do that. And now's your opportunity to have that tribe, to be home and to be amazing with your family.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exciting to see. So let me ask you one last thing, Dan. Actually, 2 last things. We talked about stress at the very beginning, and do you watch the news? Where do you get your information? How do you not go into that hole of just being battering with all the news?
So my big blue box is hooked up to Netflix and Amazon, and that's it. If I want news, I go find what I'm looking for by doing searches and not always on Google. There are other search engines out there that don't repress some of the things that you might want to see. So I go find what you can use Bing. That's an easy one. Yeah.
No, what do you search for? Tell us.
I search for current statistics on what's going on. I search for, I live in Las Vegas, so I search for things in Vegas related to when the quarantine is going to be lifted, when we can see things start normalizing. I search for whatever I want. But I'm always searching for both sides, just so you guys are aware. I'm not... People are like, oh, he doesn't believe in quarantine. I do believe in quarantine. If you're compromised, you should definitely quarantine yourself. Seriously, and I get what herd immunity means, and I'm sure you're going to ask that question too. I understand these things. I've been in science since I was 19 years old, so I know this stuff. I'm not just some world record holder that runs a lot. I have a very, very heavy scientific background. I spent a lot of my life with a pharmaceutical company. So I was trained by some of these companies to understand what's going on in the body. So I get it, right? What were we talking about there, Joelle?
We were talking about where you go to get your news, because
you guys, what do you want to know? Go look for it. Go for it yourself, and then read all sides. Read all of it and then go, what makes the most logical sense? Right? What makes the most sense? Mm-hmm. Does it make sense that you should stay in your home? Or does it make sense that you should stay away from other people and still be in your backyard? Now's the time to fire up that grill. It's getting nice outside. Turn that grill on and spend some time outdoors, not drinking. Spend some time outdoors with your kids and play and get in the sun. So go find the information. Get off of Google for a little bit. Go find another search engine. There's a bunch. You can go to Bing and then find other search engines too if you don't like that one. Like, I don't care what search engine you use. I just say use a couple of different ones because you might not be seeing everything that you want to see. Go get the news yourself. Turn your big blue box off. You are doing exactly what they want you to do, and that's the dumbest thing ever. Don't even do what I want you to do. Do what you do if we turn the grid off and I put you back outside where you belong. Do that. Don't do what I ask. Don't do what I tell you. I tell people all the time, stop listening to me. Go act like an animal and tell me how your life turns out, because it's going to be better. It's going to be way better than trying to act like a little human locked in a box, socially isolated, watching the TV, doing exactly what news tells you. Stop it. What's the next question?
Love you, Dan. I love that you're just straightforward. Tell us like it is.
Well, what else are we going to do here, folks? Like,
Do you,
I don't care about this virus right now because my life hasn't changed except I'm not flying.
yeah.
My life actually got better because all of my things are virtual and I don't have to get on an airplane 4 or 6 times a week to go see. Now, I love people and I want to hug you and I want to be with you guys. But you know how awesome it is not to have to get on a plane and drive a stranger's car and sleep in a strange hotel room to do these things? It's amazing. And the message still gets to get out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So my immunity is actually better now because I'm paying way more attention to it. Are you guys paying attention to your immunity? Or are you just doing whatever the TV tells you to and buying toilet paper and fast food? What's going on? Because now's your chance. You might have another 4 to 6 weeks of this social isolation nonsense. You might be locked into this pattern for another month or more. What are you going to do with that? Because you got a lot of time. You can come out of this with this transformed mentality and this transformed body if you pay attention during the time that you've got this going on around you.
Great.
What's the other question?
Perfect. A lot of people, they're baking at home. They're bringing out the comfort foods, the thing, wine, as you touched upon that already. And the last thing that they want to do is to dial in their health because it's just too hard right now. There's too much going on. It's too much. It's too much. I can't do this. I just be happy and eat my stuff. Why is this the perfect time to do a challenge?
Because you're in control of your environment right now. You're not driving in your car to work and seeing fast food. You're in control of your environment because you're home. You get to choose what foods you eat. Why is there stress? Why do you need comfort food? What's going on? Are you being chased by bears? Are there wolves outside? Like what's going on?
I'm being chased by COVID. It's coming.
Yes, if you're healthy, if you have a great immune response, if you don't have all this nonsense going on inside of you, there's no issue right now for you. There just isn't. I know immunocompromised people that should be scared to death, and they're not. Because while they're immunocompromised because of some past things in their life, like cancers and some other things, they're right now some of the healthiest people you will ever know. The problem is we don't even know what healthy means. Hey, Joel, I'm healthy. Dude, serious? You're on 4 medications, and one of them for high blood pressure, and one of them for anxiety and depression, and one of them for the fact that you've got high cholesterol, and you're telling me you're healthy? I still love you if you're on medications, but if you're on medications for stuff like that, that doesn't mean you're healthy. Just because you're not dying of a disease doesn't mean you're not healthy. One of the greatest comorbid factors for this particular virus and what's going on is, do you smoke? And I know smokers that tell me they're healthy. Stop. If you smoke, if you have diabetes, and if you have any kind of right now cardiovascular disease, you're at huge risk. You should be staying home. But you should also put the damn French fries down and start doing something to get yourself not that. This is your opportunity to be great because you're at home, where you control the environment. Turn the box off and stop listening to the fear, and the environment gets way better already. Just that. Seriously, guys, put on some cool music and dance naked at home as long as your kids aren't watching.
That's good. Not with your family. Don't do that.
Depends. Not with your kids, but if you have a spouse, do it. Seriously, what is going on? There are days where I don't even have to put pants on when I'm at home alone. Like, why would I? I'm not going to leave until I go outside, you guys. Don't get weird about this.
Yeah, he doesn't live with his boys anymore. His boys are grown and out of the house.
Right. I'm not even going to tell you guys while you're watching this if I have pants on or not, because you don't know, do you? And now you're wondering, I wonder. I'm not going to tell you either, so you'll just...
It's a bad visual.
Have fun. You guys have fun. You're at home. Yeah. This is not something to freak out about, okay? If you're in financial straits, if you lost your job, if there's no unemployment for you, if one of those situations happens, it's still not time to freak out. It's time to take more action.
Mm-hmm.
What else are you going to do? You can't just freak out and pull your hair out and just lose your shit over this. What are you going to do? Make a list, make a visual list, write some stuff down, and let's figure this out. Okay, that's not all of you watching this. Some of you it's life as normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now he doesn't have to leave or she doesn't have to leave for work. We just all stay home and we do our jobs on the computer, and nothing has changed. Income hasn't gone down, but your commute time is 0,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're home with your family. That's amazing. There's a lot of amazing stuff happening right now. Yeah, it sucks that you can't go to your favorite restaurant, and it sucks that you don't get to go see that bartender that you like so much at that place you go to on Thursdays. Those things suck, but you're not going to change them by worrying about them or stressing out about them. Enjoy what you have right now and start focusing on this thing, that meat suit that you're wearing around. That's your thing that's going to get you out of this. If you're laughing and celebrating and joking about how unhealthy you're going to come away from this, and you think you're going to be safe in the fall when this stuff recirculates back into us, you're sadly mistaken. You might even be dead wrong. Right now is your time to get healthy and to boost your immune system. Sleep, go to bed, get lots of sleep. Joelle's going to cover some stuff in her challenge about that, I'm sure, how to get better sleep.
Yeah.
Eat good, healthy, single ingredient foods, and move like your life depends on it, because it might. I'm going to just end with that. How's that? It literally, you guys, this is, for some people, they're dying right now. I don't want that to be you. And healthy, very healthy, robustly healthy. And I don't mean healthy, but still kind of, I mean really healthy. Those people aren't even in danger. I want that to be you. And now you have an opportunity to do it because you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You going to change that mentality now? Or are you going to wait until you get sick? Are you going to wait until something happens and then be like my dad? My dad really wanted to change his mentality, and then he died. 56 years old, suffocated to death in the hospital while I watched. This was decades ago, not because of this thing. I guarantee if he would have been still doing what he does and this would have been around, he would have been dead from this.
Yeah.
Make a decision right now. Change your head. You are healthy. You are happy. You are awesome. Healthy, happy, awesome people don't stress. They go to bed. They move a lot. They eat really good single ingredient plants and animals. And they're going to hang out with their family all day long. That's amazing.
It is amazing. We are so fortunate to have you on today and just kind of being real with us. And there couldn't be a better time to capture our health. And I think for me, the most important thing that you said is there's going to be something coming in the fall, whether it's called COVID or something else. There's going to be something. It could be COVID again.
It always does.
Yeah. And to be in control of what we can be in control of, because right now you're in control of you and the choices you make, your family unit. Right now in quarantine, you and your family unit, and I know for myself, we are boosting immunities so that we can go out there and feel like we're in control of our health, and that we can do all that we can to boost our immunity. And that's the most important thing you can do right now, is to be in control and not out of control. Dan, thank you so much. Now Dan's mentioned the 28-day challenge. It's starting tomorrow, Wednesday. I have a group going through. It's a private group, and it's through Facebook, so we'll be communicating through there. You just have to go to joellemancuso.com, joellemancuso.com, really easy, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do to take control of your health and your family's immunity. All right, with that, Dan, thank you so much. So nice.
Yeah. Hey, you guys be good to each other. I love you, even though I don't know who you are. I love you because you're one of
all my people are awesome.
Your tribe now. Get in here. One of us. One of us.
All right, Dan, have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.